not fake. It doesn't matter how other people may be seeing him or calling him. My own observation and view, Ebuka Obi Zion Ministry Lagos is a real man of God. He is not fake. Amara m ihe batara na ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ na-ekpe ekpere ọkachasị ebe ndị amụma nọ. Ihe ndị ekpere na ndị amụma ibe anyị na-edo onwe anyị bụ mistake onye ahụ nwere ike ime ka e wee butuo onye ahụ, ka e wee kọcha onye ahụ, ka e wee mechie ekpere onye ahụ. Kedu uru ọ ga-abara gị? You may call it anything, but I, Brother Jerome, knows very well. I have seen Ebuka Obi in vision in several times. I talk with him, but not always. But I want to let you know, nchiri maka na mba onye ebere na mba onye amụma mbịa joy na sị gị Ebuka Obi abụrụ ezigbo onye amụma ka i wee beba na nke m mata na mụ nwa na-ekwu ya bụ fake. When you feel that you are real and you are condemning someone that is real so that people will see you as real, you that is saying it is completely fake. Ebuka Obi is not a fake man of God, he's a real man of God.
They call it a ministry. Some people call it a movement. Others even call it a cult. Why are so many people, powerful people, afraid of one man? His name is Evangelist Ebuka Obi. You have seen the prayers, you have heard the testimonies, you have seen the crowds, but today we go deep beyond Zion. This video is not about prayer. It is not just about miracles. It is about power. It is about fear. And it's about betrayal. Why is Ebuka Obi always the center of rumor in the southeast and Nigeria? Why do new accusations keeps coming up again and again? Is he a true prophet, or is he being used in a bigger political game? Stay with me, because today we talk about the people hiding in plain sight.
From Mamaka to Anichakambura boy, 10 good years now, but now Madna Sandramaya 21 million. Yadrikinamma, would the mother get you was or no one?
Thank you for watching this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like our video. The initial betrayal and the workers. There is a saying, every big house falls from inside. History has shown us this before. We saw it with Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. And now some people believe they see the same pattern over and over again. Let us ask one simple question. Who is always closer to a pastor? Who is the closest person next to a prophet? It is not the crowd. It is not the public. It is the workers. The people who hold the microphone. The people who control security. The people who sees everything behind the altar. Some reports online claim that outside forces may be talking to some workers. No proof. Only rumors and only video clips from the man of God himself. Just whispers and echoes coming from the congregation. But the question remains, if somebody wanted to destroy a ministry, who could they talk to first? The people inside. Some people call this spiritual insider trading, selling secrets, stories, access, rumors, fake stories, and fake phone calls. Is this true? We do not know. But the pattern makes people ask questions. Is Zion ministry being weakened from the inside? On another governmental angle, here is our take. Now, let us look to another angle. Why would the government care about a prayer leader, a prayer ministry, a prophet, a powerful man at that, a man with so much influence, the man that speak and everybody listen, the man with so many potential? The answer many people keeps giving is very simple. The people are power. In Igbo land, when millions follow one voice, that voice becomes very important, very influential, and can easily lead massive movement. It is not a political voice, but a very powerful, influential voice. Some believe the government does not like any man who can gather people without permission. Again, this is not a fact. It is a theory many people discuss. But think about it. Every time Evangelist Ebuka Obi grows bigger, new accusation emerge, new rumors pops up, new accusations come from powerful bloggers, big stations, big bloggers, massive people who doesn't like the idea of church and Christianity. Why are they always speaking much interest in what has to do with Zion ministry? The story goes on and on like occultic stories, fraud, and very dark rumors. Always noise and always full of distractions. Some people believe this keeps him busy defending himself, busy explaining, too busy to speak about poverty, too busy to speak about injustice, too busy to challenge the system. Is this a spiritual fight, or is it image destruction? Only you can decide what you believe. There is a bigger plan. Let us dive into it. Now let us put on our tiny caps. This is where the theory becomes deeper. Some people believe these attacks are not random. They say the timing is strange. Every major political change, a new church scandal appears. Is it a coincidence or a strategy? Some even ask a shocking question. Is there a plan to remove strong spiritual leaders or replace them with government-approved pastors? Again, this is not proven. It is only a question. But people point to the past. They talk about so many things. They talk about Ebuka and they talk about Zion ministry. The same style, same media attack, but different names, including the scandal that rocks Father Ejike Mbaka in the past. The goal, some say, is simple. Stop people from talking about the economy. Stop people from talking about bad leadership and failure of the government, and make them focus on church scandal instead. Is Ebuka Obi a target, or is he a tool, or the both of them? Conclusion and a call to deeper action. Ebuka Obi is not just a man anymore. He has become a symbol, a system, a symbol of faith, a symbol of power, a symbol of conflict. This is a fight between belief and control, between the people and the system. Whether you believe in his ministry or not, one thing is very clear. The pattern cannot be ignored. Are this attack real justice or planned betrayal? Are workers involved? Are politicians involved? Or is this just the price of fame? I am not here to tell you what to believe. I am here to ask you to look at the patterns very, very well. If you can think with your head, then you can understand this message, because there is a very strange pattern connecting every influential man of God reason in Nigeria. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us talk respectfully. Think for yourself, and remember, not everything you see is the full story. This is Beyond Zion Ministry. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.